Well, Ronnie and I met on a blind date in our junior year of university in Dallas.
And then he went into the service. And so at that point we were, we talked about getting married. So off again, on again. But we did marry several years later. And then we'd heard really good things about Phillips Petroleum. And my dad had been in the oil business. And he told Glenn, my dad was still living then, he said, that's a good place to look into.
The tough part wasn't adjusting to the town. The tough part was just getting here on the old highways we had between Bartlesville and Tulsa. Even managed to get lost on the way up here. So it was all new. Transfers came along pretty rapidly. I think total transfers were 6 in 6 or 7 years. But it seemed like we spent a lot of time moving in and out of different places and moving our things in and out of moving vans.
Glenn Cox had a very astute mind. He had a head for figures. He was very good on financial issues. He was also known as a gentleman. He keeps his cool better than just about anybody I have ever seen. And he was always judicious, gentlemanly, and politic in his approaches to things. These are qualities that you like to see in top management, but you don't always. And he exemplified them about as well as anybody I've seen.
Glenn is the epitome of a gentleman. He is a gentle man and someone who can listen to a situation and come to a logical conclusion that is almost always correct.
I think the community was something that you really felt an obligation to participate in. We had children that were involved in scouts and in baseball and basketball, and so you feel you have some obligation to help out in those activities. So that kind of leads you into participating into community affairs, gets you started.
Glenn is a man of deep personal moral character. And Boy Scouts tries to foster good moral character through the Scout Law, through the Scout Oath. You don't find that in many other organizations. The Boy Scouts goes pretty deep on this sort of thing, and I think that appeals to Glenn and that he wants to see it furthered in the youth of today.
I guess we believe in helping people that need help. For one reason, because we both feel very fortunate. And I think too the work that some of those organizations do, which not only help better those people that are in need, but they better the community.
Ronnie does things that don't bring glory to herself. She was a unit leader with the Girl Scouts. I don't know if she still has her Girl Scout uniform or not, but she certainly wore it for a long number of years.
Well, I just was, supporting and had the cookie closet one year, and I was not a camper, really.
I would describe Ronnie as a blithe spirit. Everything is always okay with Ronnie. She looks for the good in everything.
I read something one time that said they found their life on family, friends, church, and community, and I think that's an accurate statement. They order their lives around those terminals and try to help out as much as they can.
Glenn and Ronnie Cox certainly have been very involved with a lot of other nonprofits, certainly Price Tower. Glenn has been involved with certain committees of the board. Ronnie has been involved with the exhibition and collections management, but their influence goes beyond Price Tower. They've been certainly strong in balancing their commitment not only to the nonprofit environment here in Bartlesville, but to their church.
Well, I just think that's what we're called to do. I really do. I feel that I think that's part of this community feeling that you get here, because people are really involved in helping others. And I'm not saying that big cities don't have the same thing, but you just feel it more personally, with your friends doing different things and your husband involved, and it's just, just good.
Giving must have been established in their lives early on. And they get to a point in their life where they have something to give, and whether it's of themselves or from financial assistance, I think it's a way of life that was generated early on, and it's just you're seeing the examples of it today.
I have friends that live in big cities, and they say, "What do you do in Bartlesville?" And I just always felt if people couldn't find something they really enjoyed in Bartlesville, they were missing a whole lot. Plus, as I said earlier, I just think it's such a giving community, and it's a good feeling to be part of a city that they, kind of take care of each other and see a need and try to take care of that. So that's been very heartwarming. We've enjoyed it.